As you can see, I'm helping someone, a friend of mine, changing bathroom sink faucet. At the same time, we changing the water line. We got new water line, and we're gonna add water turn valve because apparently they didn't have one. So we just pick those from Lowe's. And we're going to change the stopper line as far as the pipe for the sink. And this is the old one that she had, so we already removed that. So we're going to change that to this one. So this is the type we're going to change it to. So basically, when you look at the bottom, we already undo the line. Okay. And this is what they had. We already took that loose. This is what they had. This is how old the house is. They didn't have a water turner valve. So which means no one knows how long this been in there. So if there was something wrong before with this bathroom as far as water line, you would have to crawl under the house because there's a crawl space to turn the water off, because you didn't have option as far as turning valve over here. So we're gonna replace those to these new one. And then as far as the line, we're gonna go ahead and replace those basically to the new line. These were so hard to get out, because if you look at inside the hole, corrosion build up. So what you need to do, what I'm gonna do is use a little brush, stick it in there, like so. Alright, and then clean there. Okay, because you can see how corrosion build up. We're not gonna go ahead, because the pipe is itself from outside. It's alright. So the thread from outside is good. So we're just gonna clean that real good and clean the other end real good. And go ahead and make it look good. Alright, now you can see I got the one on the right done. So I got the one on the left that I need to do right now. So we went ahead and we used our little wire brush, basically clean inside the pipe a little bit. Could have done too much, so after that we used our thread tapes and we went around just a couple of times, not too much. Then we went ahead we put our water valve, and we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing with that one, and make sure it's tight enough. Don't over tighten it, but make sure it's tight enough. So now we have both water valve on. The way I like to do them, if I know my faucet gonna be on this side, okay, I like to have my water line started going in this direction. So once you put your water line, you see what I'm saying? So your water line can actually have a nice flow. Alright. So I think for me it's a good way to do that, because you don't want to have this turn over here where when you put your water line, then it would bend, it eventually over time it can crack. Alright, so this is how the new faucet is gonna looks like, and we got the washers. We're gonna go ahead and place the washers at the bottoms just to hold it. Alright, so at the bottom, so I wanted to show you how I placed the washer. You got the big one, whatever the plates that call. So you place that, and this is your screw that's coming from the fixture itself from above, and then you put the washer. Then you start it with your finger when it gets to a certain tightness, and you go ahead and use whatever tools you can use. So I use these. You get mine is real small so it can fit. Sometimes you get in real tight corners spot, you can't even use normal tools, so just use whatever you can. So I got a little small plier like that, so I went ahead and used that and tightened it real good, and did the same thing over here, and now my fixture is in good attachment. So now we're gonna go ahead and hook up our lines, and we should be good for now. As far as the fixture itself, see right there. Alright. So this is what you get after you replace your line. We had made a mistake. The first one that I show you from the video was the wrong one. If you remember, the first one, this head was plastic, but it was too big, so I had to I went back to Lowe's and got the right one. So the big difference is we came from this one where we had no way to cut the water if somebody had to work on the water as far as changing anything. And now we got ways to cut the water on and turn it on and turn it off for the option. And by the way, we had to we're adding a new sink drain, because the sink apparently didn't have one. So well, it had one, but we're adding a new one. This is where you basically put your washer, and then you just tighten it as much as you can. And this is your rubber washer go on top, and then you got a plastic washer come after you done place the rubber washer. Then you place your nuts and tighten it, and make sure you don't over tighten it, but tighten it as good as possible so to prevent any leaks. We're gonna go ahead and make sure it's snug, tight. Should be good, but you don't want to over tighten it so you don't crack the bowl itself. And again, you're gonna go ahead and add your pipe. I like to put a little bit thread and tape just to make sure to prevent any leaks in the future. So basically, this is what everything look like. You go ahead and put your L. Alright, just make sure you don't over tighten there, because you got the washer in there. And that right there, you don't have any washer because it comes with the little lips. So this is what the job look like. Brand new line. Brand new water tin valve. Brand new and brand new. So we're gonna go ahead and turn the water on, see if we have any leaks. Now we have the water turns on. Checking for leaks. Turn the valve, the water valve, and we can turn that one off. No leaks. Turn it back on. Turn that back on. Look at the pipe. Look at plug. We dry. Down here. Close. That's it.